3 heats down, 4th and final heat about to go underway here for the 2020 CrossFit Games. We are inside Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm Chase Ingram. Along with me is Adrian Conway. Mike Arsenault will join us on the competition floor. Tia Toomey, what more can you say? But the question is, can we hit another home run here tonight?
Well, I got something to say. It's consistent dominance, Chase. She's consistent in short, long, simple, complex, light, heavy. What else can you throw at her? Because she excels at it all, and that's what we want to see when it comes to fitness.
Tia Toomey, pick a domain, and she's dominated that, but we do have gymnastics looming around the corner. Tia Toomey, 51-point lead on Gabby McGawa, who has put herself in second place, with Emily Rolfe holding on to that third and final podium spot for the women. Push-pull 2.0. We're back on the lights, but we're inside Dickies Arena.
That's right. This is a revamp of something that we visited back in 2014. This time it's 45 handstand push-ups anyway, an 80-foot sled pull from a standing position with 110 pounds, 30 strict handstand push-ups, another 80-foot sled pull from a seated position, and then 15 freestanding handstand push-ups, where it seems as though we're going to separate the girls from the women.
Adrian, we've seen it 7 times so far. Any changes to your go-rep steps to success?
No changes. It's going to be strict rules, Chase. The 30 strict handstand push-ups in the middle still carry a lot of weight in regards to creating separation here in this event. And then also, we've got composure reigns. If athletes can hold it together, whether they're ahead or behind, and stay focused on themselves and their balance, they can have great success on the final 15.
Your lane assignments for the 4th heats. Your top 10 athletes after 6 events. In lane number 6, Gabby McGawa, sitting in second place overall, 51 points out of first place. Seeing as she can hang tight as she's just building momentum as the weekend goes on.
Yeah, you talk about consistency. This is what we want to see right here. Started with a 12, but then it goes 4, 6, 4, 2, and 4. If you can continue to nab spots within the top 7, you are going to perform extremely well in a test of overall fitness.
And in lane number 3, Bethany Flores, who at one point in time wasn't sure if her career would continue, sitting in 5th overall after 6 events.
Stand by.
45 kipping handstand push-ups to start. Push-pull 2.0. And the question is, Adrian, hot or not? Do I start fast or do I conserve for the end?
That's right, and it really depends on the kind of capacity you've built to get here. As we see an athlete, for example, Emily Rolfe kicking down quick, Tia Toomey staying put on the wall. She knows she can go big and still be consistent at the end, so she's going to trust her training and trust the fitness that she's stored up.
Tia Toomey in all red, your overall leader by 51 points over Gabby McGawa. Emily Rolfe just to her left. Tia Toomey started with a set of 20 reps. All 10 athletes chasing the time to beat, set by Lexi Neely at 6:03.41 in heat number 1.
You can see there's a touch difference too in cycle rate. Notice Tia on your left, faster out of the top and out of the bottom. Gabby with a touch of a pause at the top, making sure her judge credits her rep when she locks it out. That increases time under tension and really builds some fatigue.
Tia Toomey is done. She's got an 80-foot sled pull at 110 pounds before she'll move to 30 strict handstand push-ups. Lexi Neely's time split was 2:19 before she went to the strict handstand push-ups. Gabby McGawa just above Tia Toomey on the right in all black. Tia Toomey in all red. That's your leader. 6-time CrossFit Games champ.
Pulling with the same kind of balance and ferocity that we saw even from Kyra Milligan there in the early heats, where full extension of the hips, really deep elbow pull to the side of her body, almost like she's loading up as an archer shooting a bow to try to create as much distance as possible to pull that sled every time.
Tia Toomey is done, right at 1:53, 6:25 seconds ahead of the pace set by Lexi Neely.
Not a good sign for the field, Chase. One thing we talk about with strict handstand push-ups is rep speed. When you notice it starts to slow down and get a little bit streaky, again, athletes have to have that internal dialogue with themselves. It's time to kick down, time to give myself some rest so I can kick up and not have to rest too long before I'm ready for more reps.
Tia Toomey started a very big set of strict handstand push-ups. Gabby McGowan on the far right in all black. She's currently second overall. And on the left in gray is Emily Rahl. Those are your top 3 women coming into this event.
Same story for McGowan. Wolf also chipping away. Paige Samantha.
The time check here for the time to beat is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Time is the upper left corner of your screen as we're approaching the 3-minute mark.
Front of McGowan.
5 reps left for Tia Toomey.
Gabby to her right, down to sets of 3 on her last set, breaking it up more generously now.
Will be the first athlete back to the platform for this.
1 final rep for Tia.
Hands slightly off the tape line there, Chase, so she had to correct her hands before she finishes here.
10 seconds off the pace of Lexi Neely. Neely at least made up 15 seconds there. Tia Toomey sprinting across the competition floor. Gabby McGowan, Bethany Flores, 9 and 10 reps behind her. 1 more pull before we get to the 15 freestanding handstand push-ups. Big pulls overhead for Tia Toomey.
Again, really using her power to accelerate the sled. She's looking to do as few pulls as possible. She knows that pulling with power is a strength naturally for her, so she's going to lean into that strength.
Tia Claire Toomey, 573 points overall. Gabby McGowan in second place, 51 points back, followed by Emily Rahl.
Flores and McGowan closest to joining Tia as 2-1.
Tia has caught up, moved ahead by 24 seconds on Lexi Neely's time. Bottom left corner of your screen. 6:03.41 by Lexi Neely. 15 freestanding handstand push-ups. The yellow lines designate your start and your finish. Hands must start before the line. 3 reps unbroken and get past the line to complete 1 section.
I got a feeling she's going to try to go big here, Chase, if she can find a rhythm. She took a long rest there to compose herself to get ready for these.
2 reps for Tia, 1 more to go in the first section. Got to get past the yellow line completely, and she does. 5 minutes in, 60 seconds before the time to beat.
To finish 12 reps.
One of the differentiators here between athletes is your ability to slow your body weight down in the descent. Tia does that with great control, almost as if she could almost push away strict for the next rep. But that helps her control what she has to do with her legs and then her abdominals to slow down that contraction to stay in control.
As we hit 5:25 on the clock.
30 seconds between Tia Toomey as she comes down in Lexi Neely's time.
Here comes Gabby.
Gabby McGowan, she'll come down. Tia has 9 reps left to go. 3 sections of 3 left. 20 seconds before the time to beat, and Tia falls down for the 2nd time in a row.
You saw Tia with a smile on her face. Not that she's not as frustrated as everyone else, but these are those kind of errors that, again, we all experience. Like, it's not that I'm not trying hard, and this isn't a skill that creates a difficult amount of pain. Can I be accurate and can I finish?
As Tia completes that section, she has 6 left to go, but it'll be Lexi Neely who gets her first event win in her rookie debut here at the CrossFit Games. Tia comes down again. Gabby McGowan up above her in the all black, trying to get through her 2nd section. Emily Rolfe is also in the mix. And Haley Adams just kicked up for her 2nd set. Don't sleep on Haley Adams. Haley Adams is great on her hands. Other times from previous heats are starting to come into play. We've seen a 6:30, a 6:47, a 6:49.
We're approaching the 7-minute mark.
Here comes Gabby McGowan to the right of Tia, and she might have found the rhythm here
3 minutes.
as she finishes her 3rd section. She is matched up with Tia. Tia has 3 left to go. Final section for Tia Toomey.
2 down, 1 to go.
And that is just what she needed to stay ahead of the pack and those chasing her down. Emily Rolfe has moved up ahead of Gabby Magawa.
Wow.
And Bethany Flores, who's sitting in 5th, is on her 5th and final section. And Bethany Flores will move ahead of both Rolfe and Magawa.
Wow, what a great finish by Rolfe, Chase. That's huge for her.
Gabby Magawa in all black. Haley Adams, who's in 4th place. And as you said, it's big for Rolfe because Haley is only a few points behind her.
When we talk about being upside down, it's not a former strength of Emily Rolfe. When we think about handstand push-ups involved in a test or in an event. So for her to finish with this kind of effort, we hope that she sees that as a very big opportunity for her.
Tia wins the heat. That's good enough for 2nd, 7th overall in the event. Bethany Flores 8th, 9th, and 10th. So 90 seconds before we hit the cap. Haley Adams has 1 section left to go. Haley Adams sitting in 4th overall. She was 14 points back of Emily Rolfe. And just 23 points ahead of Bethany Flores. So Bethany Flores has closed the gap just a little bit. See Amy Kringle, rookie out of the European semifinal, currently sitting in 6th overall. Gracie Walton will get across the finish line. We got a little bit of a race on our hands for Rookie of the Year between Gracie Walton, Chris Ibarra, and Amy Kringle.
Hey, this was a deep class of rookies, so we knew they were going to come to compete, but absolutely going to be a close race to see who wins out with that award.
15 seconds left to go. See Maddie Sturt and Alex Suzanne just trying everything they can to get as far as they can. You can still separate yourself depending if you can get further than other athletes that did not finish this event. And that'll do it. Tia wins the heat, but Lexi Neely wins the event. As Tia Tui stays ahead of Gabby Magawa and Emily Rolfe, who themselves have tried to separate themselves from those that are trying to take them off the podium. But Tia Tui right off the bat.
Yeah, that's right. Right off the bat is right. It was her. She went big right out of the gate to create some initial separation, Chase, and literally she was running away from the pack. She was fast on the sled pulls. She was fast in the strict handstand push-ups. This is where I mentioned, I was like, uh-oh, this is not going to bode well for the field. She was able to string together sets that, of course, were second to none. Some of the biggest strict handstand push-up sets we've seen. But then it was here where she ran into a bit of trouble. Finding that stable position in the free handstand push-up plagued her in her first several attempts. She wasn't able to string more than 1 rep together at a time, meaning 3 consecutive handstand push-ups. But ultimately what happens is she did what a champion does, is she adapted, she laughed at her struggles, and then shit led her all the way to success. And she finished this 15 rep. And it wasn't good enough for an event win, but it was her doing what the champ does, being consistently at the top.
Tia Tui wins the heat, good enough for 7th overall in the event. And congrats again to Lexi Neely getting her first win here at the CrossFit Games in her rookie debut. You see Bethany Flores taking 2nd, followed by Emily Rolfe rounding at your top 3. And Bethany Flores, who is 5th coming into this, she's down with Mike Arsenault.
Bethany, 2nd place in your heat.